there is a headline of the Indian Express which says that 175 persons killed in 10 years. Why Bastar still remains a Maoist bastion? Let us know about the People's Liberation Guerrilla Army. So, it was founded in 2000. It has been declared as a terrorist organization and banned under the Unlawful Activities Prevention Act 1967. Let us go for the next page. Now let us know about the Sukma district where all such incidents are taking place. So it is located in the southern tip of the state of Chhattisgarh. It is covered with the semi-tropical forest. So over a few decades, this region has become a fostering ground for left-wing extremism activities. So you must be a doubt what is left-wing extremism. I will make it clear. Just wait. So here we can see a map where Sukma district is just about very close to the Chhattisgarh district, close to the Tantiwada, and here are the some incidents which took place in the recently past sometimes. So let us move ahead. Now, what is left-wing extremism in India? Now, if we talk about Maoism, is a left-wing extremism. It is known as Maoism across the globe, and in India it is known as the Naxalism as well. So if we talk about left-wing extremism, what is this? This is propounds an ideology that revolution should be brought about violent means. It believes in mass mobilization and armed rebellion, and it subverts democratic institutions. So here you can see the left-wing extremists popularly known as Maoists worldwide and Naxalites in India. They all are one. The term Naxalism is derived the name of the village Naxalbari of West Bengal. It originates a rebellion against local landlords who based a peasant over a hand of dispute. Now let us know about the Maoism. Maoism is a form of communism developed by a Mao Zedong. It is a doctrine to capture state power through a combination of armed insurgency, mass mobilization, and strategic alliances. The Maoists also use propaganda and disinformation against state institutions as other components of their insurgency doctrine. Let us move for the next page. So here map is provided. A crackdown of Maoist rebels has led to a rise in the number of casualties in the country's tribal areas. Here are the regions that are most affected. So we can see here is these regions which are colored are most affected areas due to the Naxalism. So one thing you need to know that what is red corridors. The regions which are affected by the left-wing extremism, or can be said Maoist, or can be said Naxalism, is called red corridors. So these regions which are Naxally affected are also known as red corridors. All right. Hope you understand. Let us move ahead. Now, let us a brief history of repeated revivals of left-wing extremism. First phase of left-wing extremism was 1967 to 1972. Operation Steeple chase by Government of India, leading to death of Charu Majumdar. It led to the formation of People's War Group in 1980 in Andhra Pradesh. It was the second phase started. Now, in 1990s, operation by forces and internal dissensions weakened left-wing extremism. Third phase, People Liberation Guerrilla Army, identified in 2000, and eventually merger of People's War and Maoist Communist Center in 2004 to form CPI Maoist. It is a kind of group of Maoist, we can say like that. So in the it was the third phase, and the last, philosophy to overthrow government through armed insurgency. So now let us read one question. Let us do a one question. Discuss the menace of Naxalism. Suggest some solutions. All right. So Naxalism is considered to be one of the biggest internal security threats in India faces. The movement is particularly concentrated in dense forest region known as Red Corridor, as I told you just a moment back, consists of 106 most affected districts, falls in the region of Chhattisgarh, Odisha, Maharashtra and Andhra Pradesh. These are the regions which are mostly affected of our country with the Naxalism. So remember that. Naxalism violence is the emotive political sentiments and ideology that relates the feelings of the people of their deprivation and their communists take revenge. What are the causes of Naxalism? Right. Uh, First of all, political factors, lack of political participation, inability to provide avenues, failures to pass a act implementation. Then let's move ahead. Economic factors, poverty and economic inequality and underdevelopment of remote regions, exploitation of resources, benefits whose benefits are not passed to the locals, and environmental degradation. Hazard mining leads to the destruction of natural resources, affects their sentiments, lack of basic facilities like education, freedom, sanitation, lack of opportunities in the tribal areas, we can say like that. Okay. So and other several reasons which are imperative to know. Agrarian distress. Second one is systematic corruption caused dissatisfaction. Some many times people get sad about the cause of corruption. And repression of tribals by powerful authorities. Example, defunct Salva Judam. Now, what are the government initiatives taken in the past recent years? Greyhounds, Operation Green Hunt, Left-Wing Extremism, Tribal Tower Project 2014, Aspirational District Program to rapidly transform the district, use of SAMADHAN strategy, suggestions and solutions. Western National Policy and Action Plan 2015. It is a two multi-pronged method where security and development are emphasized. Let us know about the security, identification of red corridors, and then cover under the security related expenditure scheme, collaboration of state and central government, and through development process, reduction in poverty through PDS public distribution system stands for MSP, which is MSP stands for the minimum support price, etc., and the construction of roads and railways infrastructure. We need to identify finances sources from which the Naxalians are getting finances. Alright. The second is political regional support. There must be some support from the political or regional supports which are supporting continuously Naxalism and left-wing extremism. And the third one is restrain Maoist ideology. We need to restrain the ideology of the Maoists that they are not doing almost good. Okay. So third, and the other reasons are the dialogue. Other suggestions are that dialogues with Naxalites, rehabilitation, resettlement program emphasize preventing environmental degradation, stop political marginalization of weaker sections. Since the presence of the Naxals in the country reveals the loopholes in the law and order of the country, which had failed to curb menace, it should be doomed to fail in a democracy which offers a legitimate forms of grievance redressal. Now, government need to ensure two things: security of the peace-loving people and the development of the red corridors. Government needs to undertake technological solutions such as the use of drones to minimize loss of lives of security and personnel. Hope you liked it. Thank you.